Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to share with you guys a little bit about how to make parties effective and just share with you how to set them up, how to get things going, let you know about a few trainings that are available that you can search on ZiaLife and find for yourself through this training video. So I'm just going to go off of a little bit of my own notes. So the first thing is, you've started the business, you're ready to get your Zia account going. And the awesome thing is that now you can do a launch party. So hopefully you've had your launch party and you've got some really great examples from that of what to do and how to move forward. Maybe you didn't. Maybe things didn't go as you wanted. So we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about moving forward. I'm going to kind of give the nuts and bolts of a launch party and moving forward with your business through parties. Our company is a party plan company. So parties are the lifeblood of our business. The more parties you have, the more successful you're going to be. It's just the way it is. So get that calendar full, book as many parties and events as you can. And you can do these any way you want. And we're going to talk about that in a little more depth. So I'm going to share the screen with my computer. And I am going to, first of all, show you guys where to go to set up parties. I mentioned this a little bit in the new rep video from the training before, but you're gonna get into your back office and you're gonna go click on events and you're gonna select, I just always go to online party. You can do either one, it doesn't really matter. They both do the same thing. So you're gonna select your party date. I'm just gonna do it as today. I'm gonna select the closing date for a month. The reason I do that is just so I can give myself enough time and my hostess enough time to select the items that she wants and it can stay active. So if somebody a few days past the party messages me or messages her and says, oh my gosh, I meant to order and I forgot, can I still order? Then they can still order and add to the hostess rewards. So I like to give myself a 30-day window. So I always go about a month out. I just select a date that works best for me. So I like to do 30 days, but you can do that however you want. Make sure that it's not closed. So I have a lot of girls that will message me and they'll be like, I can't see my party on my website anymore. And it's most likely because the closing date happened. And so automatically the system closes the party. So make sure that this is not checked. If you can't see it in your back office, you should be able to see it, not in your back office. You should be able to see it on your website. So starting time, I just always put in 7 to 10. Show on your site is a very important button to click, so make sure that you click that button. And then I will just name it something like Linda's Zia Active Party. You can name it whatever you want. If you're going to a CrossFit gym, you can put in Saratoga Springs CrossFit Party or however you want to name that. And then I don't usually put in an address right there. I always click Allow Shopping. This allows people to be able to see it on your website and shop through the link. The shipping method is always party. I always let my customers decide if they want to pick up at the warehouse or if they want to, if they're in Canada and they want to have it shipped to them, but always just stick with party. I usually unclick display party address and display host phone. I don't want that on the World Wide Web. I do like to send the login information to my hostess, so I'll put in her email address and a password, and I usually just do her first name, and then I'll put in her information and her address and yada, 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 all the way down. And then I'll hit update and continue, and it'll show on the next screen. So that is all you have to do to set up a party in your back office. Super easy, super fast, takes like 2 minutes, and you can move on with your day. The next thing is you need to actually set up the party on Facebook if you're going to do this, or you need to do this on Instagram. So Natalie Swenson has a fantastic training on how to run Instagram parties on ZiaLife. I'm not going to get into too much detail. I'm going to talk about Facebook parties and home parties, and I'll briefly mention Instagram parties and the other things that go on with throwing parties in just a second. So off to the left-hand side on Facebook, you're going to go and click groups, and all the groups that you're a part of are going to pop up. So I'm going to create a new group. You're going to click this green button, and I'm going to name my group Linda's Zaya Active Party. And you have to add one person. So of course I'm going to add my friend. And you want to have it be a closed group. You don't need it to be secret. And then I'm just going to click create. And now it is created. So the next thing is to upload a photo for this backdrop part of Facebook. I have created a Facebook example party. You can literally click on this photo that I have and copy and paste it onto your phone or onto your computer. Once you've done that, then you come back to your party and you upload photo, and you can upload the photo from your back office, or excuse me, from your desktop, and you're ready to go. So then after that's done, you literally can come to the Facebook example party. Let me click out of that. And you can copy and paste the things that are on here. One of my goals over the next few days is to actually update this party to have all new, fresh information and ideas on how to do this. So you literally can just go through this and copy the images and post everything that you see on here. One thing that is really important is that you ask whoever sponsored you to put you into one of her parties, so you can see how she runs her party. That is very important to get the feel of it and how they work and how they run. One thing that I love to do with Facebook parties is to do a home party in the middle of a Facebook party. It is so powerful for people to be able to come to your home or come to your hostess's home and touch and feel the clothes that they've been hearing about and seeing about for a week online. It's such a good thing. Home parties will knock it out of the park if you do them, and your hostess is really good about inviting and getting people to her home. If she's not good about getting people to her home, they usually don't do very well. So you have to be very good about inviting, reminding, and coaching that hostess to get people to her home. So I love Facebook parties with a home party. Now, the other thing with the Facebook party is make sure that you only add the people that want to be added. Ask your sponsor for a fun little saying that you can post to your social media outlets with a picture, a Zaya picture. If you have some Zaya, it's even better if you post a picture of you in the Zaya with the little blurb, and you only want to add those people that want to be added. Now, a lot of girls will say, well, nobody asked to be added, but 5 people liked my post. Message those girls individually and say, hey, I noticed you liked my post about my, loving Zaya. Would you like to be added to my party? So remember, you have to ask. You cannot assume, you cannot just broadcast and think that people are going to want to be invited and come to your party. Okay, especially for your launch party. You really have to send those individual messages and make people feel important and unique and special about coming to your launch party. It is really critical that you do that. So the next thing with Natalie Swenson's Instagram training, this is a great training on how to make Instagram parties successful. When you start a party, you're going to start the thread with you through your business Instagram, your hostess and her Instagram, and then your personal Instagram. You can't start a party unless you have 3 names on the thread. Once my hostess adds her friends and family, then I will remove my personal Instagram from off the party and have her add another guest if she needs to. I'll still just remove my personal because I get a lot of notifications about it and I don't want to be paying attention to that. So with Instagram parties, you have to be careful because if you post too much, it's a lot for people to scroll through. So you want to make posts in the morning, posts in the afternoon, and posts in the evening, or just a handful of posts a day. You also cannot do a live video on Instagram. So you will have to record the video and then upload it and post it into Instagram. You can do the little short blurbs, but it's tricky and it's hard. So you kind of have to figure out what's going to work best for you in that situation. And then obviously with your home parties, they can be so fun and you can make them as elaborate and detailed as you want, or you can do granola bars and water and make it very casual and fun. Make sure you work out those details with your hostess with the home party. It's a good idea to send her a reminder 2 weeks before. Hey, Linda, I'm so excited to come over and do a Zaya Active party with you. I just wanted to check in and make sure that that night is still available. Wanted to make sure that you've invited your 10 to 15 guests and or 20 or 30, however many you know, you guys have maybe discussed about who she can invite, and just check in with her. And then the next week I'll check in with her again and just see, you know, hey, I'm going to be bringing my clothes and a rack and a mirror. Do you have a bathroom that's ready to go? You don't need to clean your whole house. Just go ahead and clean your, you know, your main living area and one bathroom that has a mirror. You don't need to clean your whole home for this party. That is really important that you let ladies know that, because women instinctually will try to clean their whole home for a party. They do not need to. We need a clean bathroom, and we need a clean like area for the clothes and people to just be able to come and hang out. You can have your host, and then I would talk to my hostess and say, you know, I'm going to be bringing these things. It's a great idea if you have like some snacks or some goodies. Is there something that you would like to have for people to be able to enjoy? You can make it as fancy or as simple as you want. Now, remember, we are going to be dealing with clothing. So I don't love having super messy, a lot of food, but that's my own opinion. Parties with lots of food and energy are also super awesome. So you can do whatever you want and make it as fun as and entertaining as you want. So these parties are super, super important. Now, what I love about Zaya is you do not just have to do that for a party. So when it comes to those home parties too, make sure you're following up 3 days before the party, the night before the party, and then the day of the party. Make sure that you and that hostess are in contact. And the last thing that I really want to mention that is so important with parties is, and this is for all parties, Instagram, Facebook, home parties, is who is the most important guest at that party? The hostess. She is the most important guest. If I can have her be a customer for life, that is business changing. That will change my business to have a very dedicated customer. So I make sure she feels like she is number one. I bend over backwards for my hostesses. I do whatever they need, whatever they want, and I make sure that they're really happy. So if she texts me an hour before the party and she says, I don't think anybody is coming to the party tonight, the first thing I say to her is, that is totally okay. I'm fine with that. I'm still going to come over. I'll bring all my clothes and you can try on everything and let's just have fun together. That takes all the pressure off that hostess. It's so important to say that it's okay. It's okay if nobody else shows up. You've done your best. We've done our best to get as many people here as we can. Let's just get together and have a good time. That will relieve your hostess more than you will ever realize. So make sure you're very positive with her. If she's done her best and she's thinking nobody's going to show up, that's okay. We're going to still have a good time. And I'm going to make sure that you find some things that you love and we're going to make this work. Okay. It's the same thing if a hostess is saying nobody's ordered from my party and it's online and it's on Facebook. That's okay. We've shared the products. You've done your best. We're going to just power through this. And if it is a true flop, you can give her your 25% rep discount if you'd like, as kind of a bonus of, if she doesn't get any orders. I love to do that just to kind of let them know that I care about them and that I appreciate all their efforts for doing the party. Or you can figure out your own little system. If you have like some rewards from another party or something like that, you can give her maybe a half price item. You can figure that out with your party and with your business, because it is your business. So I love to do that for my hostesses. Okay, so now there's other ways to do this business besides parties. You can do pop-ups. You can do vendor events. You can do these at gyms. You can do these at nutrition shops. You can do these pretty much anywhere. Now, the biggest thing is make sure you're not paying too much for these spaces. I want you guys making money. I don't want you spending money to go and set up somewhere. Now, you've got to decide what you can do in your business. If it's $30 for the vendor event, that's not too bad. If it's $100, you've got to really be strategic in what you're going to be doing, because that is a lot of money for possibly no guaranteed sales and no guaranteed business. So make sure you go about it really, really smart. What I love with vendor events is it's always a good idea to have kind of a vendor special. So you could offer a bomber bra, a pair of black pocket light tights, and a Zaya X Mesh hat, and say this is for $99. And you make sure you have enough of the pocket capris and you have enough of the bomber bras in every size to be able to offer that special to people that are going to be coming. It's also fun to have a sale rack. People love to, feel like they're getting a sale, and you can say these clothes are 20% off if you want to do that. You do want to have product available at vendor events. So you need to go about that very smart, very strategic in what you're doing with those vendor events. So I'm not going to get into too much of that detail right now. Reach out to your upline or reach out to me if you have specific questions about vendor events. Pop-ups are really fun. You can do them anywhere. Usually gyms will let you do a pop-up once a week and they won't charge you anything. They're totally fine with you just showing up and sharing your product, which is awesome. So other ideas, a fundraiser is a great way to get product into people's hands that you wouldn't otherwise be able to get the product in front of. So fundraisers are a great way to get Zaya in front of people's eyes. You can decide how much you want to donate. I would suggest anywhere from 10 to 20%, depending on where you're at in your business. And then I love giving the hostess rewards. So I let her know that at the end of the party, she gets the items free and half price. It's a really great way to build a relationship with someone and share Zaya. Personal shopping experiences. I will ask somebody, you can come over and shop my rack. You can come over and shop with me. If there's certain items that you'd like, I'll go ahead and find those and I'll drop them off at your door. I love doing that. It's similar to drop-off bags where you put pieces together and you go and deliver it to their door and you let them try on the clothes at their home. I love to do this after I've had a scheduled party. So for example, I scheduled my launch parties back to back. So I had one week and one the next week. And I told somebody if they couldn't make it to that Thursday, they could make it to the next Thursday. And then if they didn't make it to either one and they had shown interest and responded back to me, I would message them and I would say, hey, I would love to drop off a bag of clothes and let you try out Zaya. Is there something that you're interested in trying? Do you want to try the bras? Would you like to try the leggings? What are you most interested in seeing that is Zaya? And then I put together a bag of clothes of the sizes that they're interested in and I drop it off. And I let them try it on at their home in front of their mirror in the comfort of their home. And it works wonderfully. People love this method and it works really well to get sales. So don't underestimate the drop-off bag. It is one of my favorite ways to share Zaya. And then reservicing. Let's not forget about reservicing our customer base that we have already established a relationship with. So check back in with those customers. Let them know you're thinking about them. Let them know that maybe you're going to be running a special 10% off for current customers or friends and family. You can run this business however you want and make Zaya fun. This business is so fun. So the last thing I want to talk about is parties and your hostess. So I had mentioned that your hostess is the most important person at that party. So when you talk to the guests, you make sure that you talk about that hostess. So for example, when I would start talking to my guests at the party, I would say something like, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm so grateful to Linda for allowing me to be in her home and to share this product line with all of her friends and family. I'm so grateful that you guys are here. She's such a wonderful person and I know you guys just love her and this is going to be such a fun night. And I make the party all about her. So online, I do fun giveaways about her. So I ask her, what's your favorite pair of leggings? And I'll do a fun post and I'll have the girls try to decide what's her favorite pair of leggings. I'll ask her, what's her favorite workout shoes? And I'll do a fun post about her workout shoes. You can also do this with a home party. You can put together fun little things to have people guess and figure out what she loves. Make it about your hostess and make it fun. The other thing about parties is people love to feel like they're getting a deal as well as helping the hostess. So I love to give things like free shipping at hostess parties. You can do $10 gift card giveaways. You need to decide whatever is going to work best for you. If you do a $10 gift card giveaway or free shipping, you could do it on certain amounts of the orders. So if you spend over $50, you'll get free shipping. If you spend over $100, you can get a $10 gift card and free shipping. You can decide kind of how you want to tweak that in your business to help increase the sales, to help incentivize the friends to purchase, to help the hostess who has, gone out of her way to open her home, open her friend and family base to you. This is a very important part of this business that I think sometimes is underestimated and overlooked, that the hostess has gone out of her way to help you with your business. So take that into consideration, that you make the parties fun and you make them about the hostess. And it's easier than you think if you just sit down and think about it for about 10 minutes and think, what fun games could I do at this party that are about activewear, that are about clothes, that are about my fun hostess? Maybe she's really into running and you could do a fun game about jogging in place for, whoever can jog in place for 10 minutes or something. I don't know. That is probably not the best idea, but you could do something really fun for your hostess and make it about her. So after you do that launch party, get those 4 to 5 parties booked on your calendar as soon as possible. Start thinking about who could I share Zaya with? And if you don't have anybody from your friends and family base that immediately want to do a party with you, then you need to go and reach out into the community and do a pop-up or a vendor event at a gym, at a nutrition shop, at a Pilates studio. There's so many things that you can do to get this business in front of people. So don't feel limited. Don't feel like you're in a box. Please think outside of that box and get out there and share Zaya with so many people. And this business will create the income, the lifestyle, the things in your life that you want. If you will just get outside of your comfort zone and maybe feel uncomfortable for a minute, because this business is not hard, but it can be uncomfortable. So work through those uncomfortable feelings and get out there and share Zaya. I'm so glad that you've listened to this YouTube about parties. And I hope it's been very helpful and beneficial to you in your business. And if you ever have any questions or concerns, feel free to always reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. And I'm so excited for you to grow your Zaya business. Have a good day. Bye.